Another thing that's been on my mind, I posted about Facebook. If anybody follows me as my personal friend, they know already. This whole Jordan, LeBron, Kobe thing, titles is the be all end all. It's just gotten too much. It's just gotten too much, and I know I've already posted about it, I've talked about it a little bit with you, but now we can talk about it on the podcast.
Well, I don't know if it's gotten too much. I think maybe I disagree just because I think this has always been the case, dude. People like, boxing's the same thing. In all sports, people want to compare guys from the past. It's fun because there's the only reason this is what you got to understand. This is not a thing that's ever going to be resolved. That's why that's why it's fun, quote unquote fun, or why people keep doing it because
fun.
You can never be right. There's no way in hell you can prove, because even if you bring stats, you're bringing the stats that you give a fuck about.
Yeah.
What about it? All the stats you are the ones that I don't even give a shit about.
Yeah, well, because
some guys are just rings. Some guys are just, well, how many times was he the scoring champion? Or, some guys just write off anybody that was an assist leader because you were just getting other guys a rock. So get out of my way.
Right.
It depends. What the fuck do you care about? Some of us like rebounding. Some of us like defensive guys. Some like more on was he a two-way player or was he just a great scorer?
Yeah.
So it's what the fuck you like.
Yeah, and it's not like boxing or golf or an individual tennis or something individual where you can definitely say it was just this person versus this person. I think you can more say that in baseball too, because it's a pitcher pitching to guys. Yeah. Regardless of maybe there's competition here and there, but still, it's not like basketball. Basketball and football both require teamwork and everybody working together. And especially in basketball, there was different eras and football too now, different eras of the game. Yeah. But the main debate is Jordan, who is Mr. the God, right? The GOAT. Mr. GOAT, 6 NBA Finals. He's 6 for 6 with 6 MVPs, and that is pretty much everybody saying that's the best, right? Yeah. 6 for 6. That's nothing can top that. Kobe has 5 of 7.
5 of 7.
Played 20 years. Oh, and Jordan played 14 years, right? So there are years in there where he didn't win and didn't make the finals. But that's somehow washed over.
But most Jordan fans would have said if he played 20 years, he would have got another 3. Even though that's not, there's no way you can prove that fact. When he obviously has gone more than 4 years, 5 years without winning a championship before. It's not like that's never happened.
Yeah, I know. And the thing is,
and the fucking Wizards, I mean, let's cut the shit. Like,
they were trash. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. And to be honest,
but regardless, like, I get it.
Yeah, of course. He left enough Jordan left enough unknown to keep fans wanting more. Like, what if this? What if he didn't retire in 94, 95? He would have won 8 straight. Like, 8 straight? Yeah. Really? Who wins 8 straight championships if you're not Bill Russell in an 8-team NBA in the 1960s?
When fools had second jobs. All these guys had part-time jobs.
Right, exactly.
Not even. Some of these guys had full-time jobs.
Look, the NBA was founded in 1946, right? Yeah. And by then, they had 3 black people, right? Yeah. Bill Russell's an anomaly in the 60s. Like,
a lot of dudes were at war.
Yeah, right. I mean, let's be real. And then when it actually got good, the ABA had all the ballers, had all the athletes in the 70s until it merged.
But that was frowned upon. Being athletically skilled wasn't a thing.
No, it was Bob Cousy dribbling in front of your hand
like this. Just a grinder. He's just so bad that he tries so hard. That was more appealing than a guy that's just good.
I know, right?
That just has talent.
Oh, man, it was just crazy. So.
But then, so then you put LeBron. What is LeBron's in?
Okay, well, if you look at LeBron, what?
No, finals record. So we're talking 6-0.
He's 3-5.
3-5.
He's been there 8 times.
And 5 out of 7 for Kobe.
Yeah, and he's 5 out of 7 for Kobe. Magic is, I think, 5 out of 9.
Yeah.
I mean,
and to me, just because that's why I give LeBron props. Look, everything has context. I will write you out for losing a lot of times at the finals. But it depends. When I've seen the finals, when I've seen the situations, it's not like LeBron's a guy that I'm reading about.
Yeah.
I'm not going on. I've seen his whole career.
Yep.
So to me, when he lost the final, I'm not just thinking, okay, he lost that one fight. I'm thinking, what happened in that series? I mean, when he played the Spurs, that was one of the
when he dragged that.
When he just dragged trash along with him.
Yeah.
So maybe some fans would rather have him lose.
Yeah. Right.
And not get to the finals. It's not like Jordan went to fucking 14 finals. You know what I mean? There was times where he didn't get past the first round. Didn't get to, you know what I mean? So it's
fans are irrational, and that's what we do.
We give you credit for not getting to the Super Bowl and lose. Just don't get there. Because if you're going to get there and lose, it's a knock.
But if you ask the franchise and the GM, that's an accomplishment. Of course. You win the pennant. You just won your conference. You're the best team out of your division, out of your conference. and you just happen to, maybe you weren't, but you just beat the best team or something like that. Should be celebrated. Like, not enough. Like, it's not winning, right? So winning is like not like yes. It's hard for me to say like you should celebrate losing, but celebrate the accomplishment.
Well, it depends. You don't even have to celebrate. It's not always going to be the case. Sometimes it's like, Luke, that always lost in the big game. That could be the case, and you should be knocked for certain. But again, with LeBron, people that have seen him play, there's no way in hell, first of all, they lost any final because of him. And you know what I mean? Like, it's just, sometimes.
I mean, they've lost finals games because of him, but not a finals. Series, yeah, come on. Like, this guy is, like, it's just, and
but remember, though, right. Well, you got to understand, why I still get that side, even though you don't have to just be like that, is we're not asking the question. Problem is, we got to remember, the question isn't, was Kobe great? Was LeBron great? Was Michael Jordan great? The question is, who's the greatest? So when you're asking the greatest, you kind of get into this weird, you have to put some weird ass restrictions, and you have to say, like, fuck it. At this point, they've all been scoring champions. They've all been great players. So what can I do? I could count rings. I could count when they were all at the brightest moment. So I get that side of it.
Yeah.
Look, I will tell you, Kobe's my favorite player of all time, of course. But I am one of the ones that will tell you Jordan is the best player. The reason why I come to that answer is, yes, 6 rings have a lot to do with it. The biggest part that it has to do with are 2 other things. Is what I've seen at all is enough for me to realize this guy was a beast.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody that I know that was older than our era, that was there watching it live, that I respect their opinion, pretty much has assured me that what I've seen is for real. Because I don't just take their word for it. I come at you and say, this is what I've seen from Jordan. Was this really the case when it was happening? Exactly, that's the way it went down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're like, yes. Then I'm pretty sure he was as bad as I think he was.
And he was so bad as a man that he created Kobe Bryant.
But he also has the benefit of being in an era that even though he's old school.
He was allowed to be a bad motherfucker.
No, but what I mean is, even though he's old school, he's still not as old school as the guys before him that maybe didn't get the exposure. He was able to capitalize on but maybe it was because of him.
Marketing,
maybe he helped the marketing.
Yeah, well, for sure.
But, and that's why the new guys are eating off of him. Like, these guys, because of
Magic and Larry kind of did it with the Converse stuff.
Yes. But, I mean, Jordan went on a savage level.
Yeah, for sure. With the Mars Blackman stuff that was on,
like, he just went on another level.
He's got his logo. He's got his own logo on a jersey on a team that he owns.
Exactly. So that is another level shit.
That is a level shit.
So
yeah.
But so how about you? Who do you think is the best player? Fuck the favorite, we know. But I'm saying, who's the best player that we've ever seen?
That we've ever seen. I mean, if I ask my dad and other people, they're going to say Magic. And he's not mentioned in this conversation a lot.
Well, for us, though. It's me and you. A lot of people even in the Jordan era, they will put Magic. Those guys will, because obviously they've seen it.
So I think Magic and Michael are probably the 2 best ever. And then there's Kareem, who's right up.
That's the guy that I'm more upset with.
Kareem as a rookie averaged 33 points a game. I mean, so like Kareem, but the difference was, and why I say those 3, because I think they're the best ever at the 3 positions that matter the most in basketball right now. There was wing, Jordan, and then there's LeBron, because Jordan, LeBron, and maybe Kobe. Like, I think unfortunately when it's all said and done, LeBron's going to be ahead of Kobe in pretty much everything. So maybe not rings, but maybe.
Yeah, but or maybe not. Like, again, but that's the argument. Like, are you a guy that's going to be like, he scored more points than Kobe, there he's better? Or are you a guy that's like, no, I've seen Kobe at his prime, and I've seen LeBron at his prime, and I think I would take Kobe.
Well, and there's also LeBron's second prime. I want to see or second, what is this? What is he going to do now? Like,
and he can do it.
Does he come to the Lakers and win his championships and earn my love again? Like, I don't know.
Or he gets to the finals with Slava and these guys. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
LeBron has it.
So that's why I say those 3, and maybe it's a cop-out answer, but like for me, it's really hard to say one player on a basketball court because they all do different things.
But see, maybe that's why the argument is kind of gets to you, because you can't give you up one person. Like you're like, why would you get into this argument? Why would you narrow it down to one?
Why it bothers me the most is because people are getting mad or hating on LeBron for things that they shouldn't hate on LeBron for. Like, hate on him because he whines at his teammates, because he's a bitch, because he flops, because he complains, because he throws teammates under the bus on social media. It was weird workout stuff. Make fun of that. Hate him for that. But don't hate him because he gets the fucking finals. Yeah. Like, don't hate, because if he, and because you're a Cavs fan, or if he does go on to your team, if he's on the Lakers, and he drags us to the finals, I'm not going to be mad. I'm going to be fucking happy.
Yeah. But the thing is the problem why
obviously I want to win. But
the reason why I could have this argument is because to me, I understand, like, when I'm going into this argument, I'm not going to put it on what my stance, because I understand, like, no matter what I think, like you said, I'm of that kind, but I understand other fools are like, that's not at all what they're coming to the table at.
Of course.
You know, and again, I'm just on your side. To me, I look at it like, I don't give a fuck on the hate when it comes to LeBron. I hate the fact that Laker fans hate on LeBron.
Yeah.
That's what bugs me the most.
Yeah,
it's like,
I agree.
You guys are acting like fucking Clipper fans. Like, that's the shit that like, you just hate a player because he's great. Like, why the fuck would you do that?
No, I don't want him.
And I get it if he played for the Spurs. This guy's on the fucking Cleveland Cavaliers, and then he was in the Miami Heat. These teams have nothing to do with the Western Conference. There's no real reason why that should be a rival. Yeah, there's no real reason why they should be a rival. It's just, there's no way they can't argue the fact that the only reason they hate LeBron is because he's great, and he was a threat. They proved that he's a real threat to Kobe. The way they got scared and the way they had to shit on him is they know this guy belongs.
Yeah, of course he belongs.
The way you're acting, all scared.
If Kobe ain't, why are we even?
Kobe knows what it is. Look, I will still tell you, give me number 8 Kobe.
Oh, give me Kobe any day.
No, give me a number 8 Kobe all day. I will take him with LeBron. But that's me though.
The 35.6.
I'm fine. The guy that looks at me says you're ridiculous. LeBron would have always ate Kobe up. Hey,
are you sure?
Completely disagree. No, but no one's sure. I'm not sure either.
I mean, I don't know. Kobe was 36, 6 and 6. I mean, that's pretty hard to do, dog. I mean, that's really hard to do. And
my thing is Kobe was always great. LeBron was always great. Yep. Jordan's always great. Yep. So I get the fact why you got to narrow it down to some Magic's great, Cap was great. All these guys are great, but to me it's like I think a lot of us forget that we like to like the guy that was on our. Sure. Kobe's our guy. Sure. The Jordan people was mostly that guy in their era.
Yeah.
And the LeBrons are the guys a little bit younger than us. That's their cat.
All right.